Okay, so today we're gonna dive into something pretty interesting, I think.
Oh, yeah.
It's the idea that confidence can be contagious,
Mm.
and we're taking a look at some excerpts from a text called "The Ripple Effect of Confidence: How Self-Belief Inspires Others."
Okay.
So basically, we're asking, can your personal growth actually rub off on other people?
Right.
So it's talking about the ripple effect,
Uh-huh.
like when you throw a pebble in a pond and the ripples just keep going out and out.
Yeah, yeah.
Have you ever thought about this in your own life?
Mm.
Has there ever been somebody who's just super confident,
Sure.
like a leader or a friend or family member,
Mm-hmm.
and you see how they are, and it makes you feel like you can believe in yourself more?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I think we've all encountered people like that, and it's interesting because it's not just like a feel-good thing.
Right.
This is like a real psychological phenomenon.
Okay, so what's the science behind this whole confidence contagion thing?
Yeah. Well, when we see someone confidently like just moving through the world, taking risks and achieving goals and like dealing with setbacks,
Hmm.
it can actually change how we see things ourselves.
Really?
Yeah, so the source actually talks about this psychologist, Albert Bandura.
Okay.
He studied social learning theory and found that we don't just learn from like our own experiences,
Right.
we learn by watching other people.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah, and we kind of model their behavior.
So it's like someone else's confidence can help us break out of the limitations we put on ourselves?
Yeah, exactly. It's like they give us a blueprint.
Right.
It makes us question our doubts, and we see that what they're doing is possible.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
So the source goes on to say that this ripple effect isn't just about seeing confidence.
Yeah.
It talks about how it affects different areas of life, like the workplace.
Right. Yeah. One of the key things the source points out is that confidence isn't just about, being loud or bragging. It's
Yeah.
more about confidence and being clear about things.
Uh-huh.
The source describes confident people as those who really understand their own abilities, their values and what they want to achieve.
Okay.
And this clarity helps them communicate well, make decisions, and they inspire trust in others.
So it's not just about feeling good. You have to know what you're doing.
Exactly. And when you have that kind of confidence,
Mhm.
that's grounded in something real, it makes people want to work together.
Right.
It leads to more creativity,
Yeah.
and it even creates a sense of safety within a team.
Oh, wow.
People feel more comfortable sharing ideas and taking risks because the environment supports that.
Okay. So I'm imagining this team where everybody feels like they can contribute.
Yeah.
That sounds pretty amazing. But does this actually work in real life?
There's actually some evidence for it, yeah.
Really?
The source talks about a study that was done at Google where they looked at data from tons of teams.
Okay.
They found that teams that had a high level of psychological safety,
Mm-hmm.
where people felt safe to be themselves, those teams were way more innovative and productive.
Wow. So that's pretty interesting.
Yeah, it's not just an idea. It actually has real benefits.
So this ripple effect,
Yeah.
Yeah. It's not just about work. The outline mentioned how it impacts families and communities too.
Oh, absolutely. Think about a parent who's really good at bouncing back from challenges,
Right.
and their kids see that
Yeah.
they're more likely to learn that setbacks are opportunities to grow, not failures.
So they're passing on a really important life skill.
Exactly. And the same thing happens in communities. When people step up and address local issues
Right.
or advocate for change or even just support their neighbors,
Mm.
it can make other people want to do the same.
Yeah.
These little acts of courage can start a ripple effect.
Wow.
It strengthens the connections within a community.
So it's confidence isn't just a personal thing.
Right.
It's something we can build together, and everyone benefits from it.
Exactly. And that leads us to an interesting question.
Yeah.
What if we all made a real effort to support each other's confidence, knowing that it could lead to positive change?
Yeah.
Imagine the impact that could have on our families, our communities, even the world.
That's definitely something to think about.
Yeah, food for thought, right?
It really is. Thanks for joining me on this deep dive today.
My pleasure.
It was really insightful.
Glad to hear it.
Until next time.
See you then.